Okay, CC students, so I want to talk to you about mock trial during this quarantine that we're under with the coronavirus. We started making these videos for mock trial specifically for our Carlisle campus, but decided to share them on YouTube so that others, especially the campuses that we go against or the campus we go against in the mock trial, could have the same information to make it fair, but also so that other people with similar questions could have a place to go to for what we hope to be some answers for the trial. As we try and figure out what's happening and watching the leaders of CC on each campus making decisions about where to meet or when to meet and all those things, we continue to press on with our mock trial and prepare for it, because the day is coming where we'll have our mock trial hopefully. So here's some hints that I share with my campus and maybe for yours as well. One thing that during this time period is if you can't meet together as a group for whatever reason, I recommend that you're using a way to share files like Google Docs or Google Hangouts. And that way then those of you who are working together doing your direct examination questions and with the witnesses, they can begin to share the documents. Or as a class, you should be sharing your direct examination questions. We're already doing it on our campus, and maybe that's something that'll be helpful on your campus as well. Another way to share documents is by email, and sharing the documents back and forth. If you're an old person like me and you use email, then that'd be the way to do it. I would encourage you and the students to take this time to read and review the packets. If you're not meeting as a community, that gives you some free time that you're not spending meeting together. Take that time and review the mock trial packet. It's never, I don't think that it's harmful to read this packet over and over again. Let's be honest, this is I think 3 years that I've done this particular case, and I continue to find new things, and I reread it every year and multiple times during the year. So for students, I would say read it and reread it and review it. Another thing you can do during this time is practice with your family or friends or siblings. And what I would say is that be careful, not to, especially if you have an older sibling who's been through this, not to get information from them that would change the way you do the case. But I would say, use your family members to practice doing your opening statement with, or practice your direct examination or your cross-examination, and allow them to read the witness statement and practice doing the questions, or do it with your classmates if you can get together, or do it online, or even by FaceTime or over the phone. The more times you can practice this, the better you'll be prepared. The other thing you may want to do is we put these videos on YouTube. You may want to subscribe to this YouTube page, because what I'll do is, since we can't meet as a community, one thing I'm going to do is do questions and answers. I think depending on how my schedule works out, a couple times a week, I'll figure out a way to do that, maybe through Facebook, and try and answer some questions that are popping up that our campus is struggling with, and that you are, and then maybe you are as well. So that, and if you do subscribe, then have the notifications come on YouTube so that you can then get notified when we put a video up. Just some general hints. Again, I defer to your community and to your directors. They're the ones that are making the calls about this. But this is just general advice, I think, that for directors and parents and everyone, find a way to share files that you can do it without meeting in person if you can't meet in person, and share these documents. Again, we've done this year after year anyway. Even when we weren't quarantined or didn't have a crisis like this, we found that sharing documents and exchanging documents back and forth to work through the questions works really well as a class. And again, just use this time to your benefit, to work and prepare, and to be prepared, so that you can put the best mock trial on whenever we're able to do it. And so I just want to work with you and help you. And one thing I'll look forward to is putting up some more videos. We are gonna have a closing argument video that I'm gonna put up here, because you've been asking for it, and I'll get that done. So I hope this is helpful. It's pretty much what we're trying to do here in Carlisle. Thanks.